Howdy, hi, I'm John's dad. Welcome to my backpacking channel. In this video series, you'll follow John's dad, son, and me for a week of backpacking with grizzly bears in the Alaskan wilderness. We thought we knew what to expect, but experienced something new and exciting every day. I promise you'll see very little of my face in this video series. Alaska is too beautiful to waste time looking at an old guy with a hairline that's starting to recede. John's dad, son, and I flew from different cities and had a shared connection from Minneapolis to Anchorage. Things started a little shaky. At first, his flight was delayed 4 hours. Then mine was delayed 5 hours. No worries though. Our flight to Anchorage was delayed 6 hours. Instead of getting to Alaska at midnight their time, we landed at 6 a.m. in the morning. We were a couple of tired puppies. Welcome to Alaska, John's dad, son. We hired Backpack Alaska as our guide. A link to their website in the video notes. Catherine, the owner and our guide, had planned our trip to start with a float plane ride to Sheepback Lake and end with a helicopter ride from wherever we finished. She brought bear canisters with all of our food to our Airbnb the night before departure. She gave us a full pack shakedown and had some non-negotiable gear changes for us to make. We made a quick trip to the REI in Anchorage and spent a few $100s. Obviously easy to do at REI. I bet you can never guess where I am. Last second things for Talkeetna. This is a big store up here in Anchorage. You should check it out. Look how deep it is. It's probably 3 times the size of a typical store. Our original plans were to have David Hicks, who owns N2 Alaska, fly us from Christian Lake near Talkeetna out to Sheepback Lake. The weather didn't cooperate. As a pilot myself, I was glad that David shared his thought process for making our flight safe and successful. He was watching the weather very closely, and so was I.
At the summit, and the lake we want to get into is just beyond that and down a little bit lower. So that's a pretty good barometer for if we can go or not.
Yeah,
So
and it looks like
we can't see if we can see it.
Yeah, if we can see it, we can probably. You know, sometimes it will surprise you. You get out and it's a little better, but I was talking to flight service. A helicopter came in from the north and was saying it looked so great, and every now and then we might get a break in this. I mean, but they can sometimes, like, you push stuff out of the way, you get these tiny little, you almost can't see them, thorns into your skin that kind of fester. But
so we don't want to get into Devil's Club, you're saying?
They're also photosensitive, so when they hit the light, then you get worse of a rash.
pull there. That's more than enough.
Okay.
Relax a little bit. Okay.
Cool.
All right. One half your seatbelt here. The other half was forward on the seat and then flowing.
Yep.
Before you buckle that, you got a shoulder harness. Comes over both shoulders.
Okay.
The way that works, tongue goes through the slats, and then you buckle it.
So.
All right, so here's the plan. weather's real bad, but the ceiling lifted a little bit. The ceiling is the lowest level of clouds defined as broken or overcast. And that's a pilot thing. So, but the ceiling lifted a little bit, so now we got to make an attempt. So our guide, Catherine, is going to fly out with John Stad's son, and of course there's David Hicks, our pilot, too. Going to fly out and see if we can make it to the lake we're going to. And it's a change in plans, so I'll have to get reminded of the name of the lake that we're going to. It's different than what we're expecting. And then they're going to come back and get me, and that's the plan anyway.
That's funny. He had the strap. People complained about it in their pictures.
I think it's cute.
I think it's funny. You know, it's practical too. Oh, this is actually a great view at the moment. Oh, yeah, there you go. I brought them both.
So the pilot took off and left us, and we're having fun. It is raining pretty consistently, not downpour. Oh, isn't this just freaking beautiful? Good morning. Slept really good last night. We had a pretty long hike yesterday. We flew in beneath the clouds and over the ground, which you're supposed to do. As a pilot, I was a little bit nervous. We were pretty close to the ground. And first time on a float plane, so that was real cool. So my rows for yesterday, you know, I mentioned this, I'm getting old. I've got my last hike coming up sometime. I don't know where it is. This one isn't my last one yet. Of course, it's always great to have John Stad's son out here with me. It's fantastic as he's grown up. You know, to get to know him as an adult, it's really cool. For buds, I'm looking forward to more solid terrain. And I don't know, I'll try to show it here. Did I show you kind of how mushy it is? So every step is kind of mushy. And so I kind of equate it to walking on sand. You know, every step, you don't get any extra bounce back from the hard ground. So we'll be heading up into higher elevation and some harder ground. So that's a big bud for me. The forecast for the weather, I just requested an update, but the weather forecast I had showed no rain today. And so that would be okay. I wouldn't mind hiking without the rain. I think hiking without rain, leave your comments down below, but I think hiking without rain is actually preferable if you have a choice. That's just, where I come from, but maybe you have different feelings. So thorns, and I think, of course, I'd like to have this to be 65 degrees and sunny. So maybe the weather is a thorn, but you know what? The weather is part of it. So I think maybe you just have to accept whatever the weather is. Oh, the food last night. I'm sorry. I got to get back to my roast. Food last night was great. I forget what it was, but I think it was couscous and chicken maybe, and poured in some olive oil for some energy. It was really good, and I had the right amount too. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't overstuffed. The dinner was great. And Catherine, our guide from Backpacking Alaska, she did all the cooking, and just great job. She's got a real good organization going. She knows what she's doing, and she's a good leader. We've developed a rapport, and I'm really happy with her. I'm glad we chose her. So anyway, for thorns, always physically be nice if I was better able to do this, so I didn't get tired as fast. And I did fall a couple times, and falling on the wet, soft, mushy ground doesn't get hurt, but it hurts your ego. So today, I don't know exactly what our plan is. We need to keep climbing, go a little bit further north. We're going to head off in that direction, back over here, and that's the direction we're going. And Catherine's been here before, and so we're letting her navigate as the guide. I think that's appropriate that we let her navigate. And we'll see what's going on. We got all kinds of snacks and food. First time using a bear vault or a bear can, and that's actually working okay. It's heavy. My pack is heavy. It's over 40 pounds, but we're good. We're having fun. So I'll talk to you later. We hiked about 2 miles. Hard miles. It's soft, spongy soil. It's a lot harder than the normal trails. It's a lot of work. The elevation changes aren't a big deal. You can kind of see rolling hills. We're not climbing that mountain there, and it's not bad that way at all. But we are, pushing our energy levels. Nice long break. We're about halfway done for the day. Maybe we might do 5 miles, and that'll be enough. And then we stop and have a home-cooked meal here in our new home.
Delete that one.
No, upload that one. I will like and subscribe for that one.
So this is maybe a shoe trail created over time with the shoes running subnubly. Is that a word?
Subnivian.
Subnivian.
Below the snow.
And that's below the snow. Yeah. That's kind of cool. We've been following game trails, but I don't think we're going to follow this one.
You can.
hiked up. We're getting ready to go. Gonna probably do a couple miles and then do a set up camp near a lake someplace and then just do a day hike up into the hills. It's just so beautiful out here. There's unlimited options. And check out that mountain view.
Brown bears won't try to eat us, right? Black bears. And the grizzlies do it too.
Generally, brown bears aren't trying to eat you. They want to like neutralize the threat.
So they're into the killing part. They just don't want to eat you.
They want you going away. Yeah.
Just come to this little knoll and see if there's anything to see up here. You know, I got several times I probably told you about being able to count the different ridges and like look into the distance and, you know, sit someplace, take a break and count the mountain ridges you can see going out. I got to 16 earlier today. Now it's a little bit hazier now than it was. If you can imagine it being more beautiful than this, that's what it was. We picked this as a beautiful place to stop. What do you think? The plan for our afternoon is to take a little hike, a little stroll. What do you think? Would you do it? Be very quiet. I think there is a grizzly just over the edge. Shh. We don't want him to find us. No, maybe not. Still pretty cool looking at Denali. The wind is blowing, you're probably hearing that. But it's not that bad, a little cool. Just kind of guessing, maybe it's 65 degrees. A little cool, but it's fine. Chance of rain this afternoon, but why should today be different? Woke up again this morning with Denali for breakfast for you. Just look at that. If you can't see it, it's further away. I'll get a little closer. Only 30% of the people who come to Alaska to see Denali get to see this view, and we've seen it 3 days in a row. Took a step or so over a little ridge to go do some weight loss. Guess what I got to see? We're above the clouds down there.
Look at them go. They're just going.
%30 of the people who come to see the peak of Denali get to see it. We've seen it 5 days in a row. The odds are ever in our favor.